like this movie was gonna be like, because like I said, I never watched the cartoon. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be like trans metaphors galore.
I thought it was.
And then it's just pedophilia everywhere.
Yeah.
Every new character is like eyeing him, like, hey, little boy.
That's a wooden boy. I can do a lot with him.
I know. It's like, and one of your appendages grows.
He was the first sex doll. Pinocchio was the first sex doll. I didn't want a son. I just wanted a boy in my house.
He's like, I don't want to be a real boy anymore. But please.
You don't know what it's like.
She looks up to the sky and wonders at our place in the stars.
It's a robot. Man, she's a goddamn robot. Toy!
My motto is, if you want to win the lottery, you have to make the money to buy a ticket.
5, 4, 3, 2.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Movie House Next Door podcast. I'm Sherrod.
I'm Noah.
First episode where we go over, review movies, old movies, talk shit about movies. Let's get right into it. Our first film that we're going to review ever is Disney's reimagining of Pinocchio. Little fun facts about it. It was Disney's second animated film. Did you know that?
Ever.
Do you know what the first one was?
Little Mermaid.
Snow White.
Oh.
1940.
I was going to say Mickey Mouse right after. But Little Mermaid is like 80s, I think.
Yeah.
So.
I think it was, yeah. So I got a chance to watch the cartoon for the first time since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
My first time watching it with adult eyes. Creepy.
Yeah.
It's a weird story. I guess I'll give a quick little summary. It's about a pedophile, ironically named Geppetto, who he's a clockmaker or a puppet maker, and he wishes that he had a real boy. Don't know why. They don't really explain it in the cartoon.
Maybe just do it the old-fashioned way, you freak.
Yeah, he looked like he didn't have a chance to do that at all. He lives with a cat and a fish. So that's his company.
Fish was kind of bad
And
in the new one. I ain't gonna lie.
That mouth, that wet mouth.
Oh my
It
God.
was eyes for me.
She did a little twirl and flutter her eyes. That shit was funny.
She was a slut.
I mean, right off the bat too. He was a puppet.
She was like, I know what's going on here.
But with this reimagining that Disney put out, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it. I wanted to do kind of a compare and contrast from the cartoon. The cartoon still holds up. I felt like an overwhelming nostalgia when I was first watching it because I was just like, wow. I remember watching this when I was at my grandmother's house, young, like in the winter, cold, warmed up to the heater and just watching Pinocchio. And all those feelings came back. But like I said, I looked at it with adult eyes, just a different lens, and really dissecting it. It's so creepy. The story, like, just he wishes for a boy. His name's Geppetto. Weird. And
So are you Italian phobic then?
no, I'm not Italian phobic. Like I said, it's really dark even for its time. Just the whole symbolism of when they go to Pleasure Island, and
That was weird.
it's even weirder in the cartoon. Like, they meet up and he's like, I got a proposition for you. Like,
That old man. Or not old man, but like the adult.
Yeah.
All these kids talking about some pleasure island.
Yeah. And it was in the cartoon.
And then they turn into animals. I was like, what is going on here?
The symbolism for that was they were making themselves jackasses.
Yeah.
And so they turned into jackasses.
Yeah.
And watching the cartoon, I was just like, man, Disney needs to I know they're not gonna show like they used the word gypsy in a derogatory way in the
Mhm.
cartoon, which I was kind of like, whoa. Um, just the whole wanting a real boy
Uh-huh.
thing is just strange. So I was just like, I wonder how Disney's gonna kind of clean up this whole and even calling it Pleasure Island with the whole Epstein thing going around. I thought they were gonna be like, let's kind of stay away from that island
Yeah.
They should have named
theme
it Pound Town. That would've
or
been
Nah.
funny.
something.
Slick. Slick what it was.
So going into the uh this reimagining is I'm comparing it to the cartoon. So when it first started, with Jiminy Cricket opening the scene, um,
That
for
was cute.
for the first 5 minutes, I was just like, why did they release this on Disney Plus? This is not in theaters. It looked beautiful,
Uh-huh.
but then I watched the rest of the 30 more minutes of it. I was like, yeah, I see why they put this shit out straight to Disney Plus.
Yeah, oh, everything looked like so cartoonish. Like you
Yeah.
could tell everything was CGI.
Everything, even the clocks on the wall were
Yeah.
CGI.
Like when they were on Pleasure Island too, whenever they're just sitting there like destroying stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is a damn cartoon.
Yeah, yeah.
Why did you live action this? Who here is live action?
And then that was I'm just going to just go straight into it. I had a lot of problems with the movie. Um, in my opinion, I don't feel like it felt like a Disney movie if it didn't have those iconic colors. Like if Pinocchio didn't have that iconic look
Mhm.
and they just kind of wanted to do their own version of Pinocchio, it would have looked like some straight to DVD Pinocchio rendition.
Yeah.
That's just how I felt from it. And they really tried to recreate some of those classic scenes from the cartoon, like him getting his finger caught on fire.
Uh-huh.
Of course, the clocks on the wall, which that scene to me where they were showing all the clocks. I don't know if you noticed all the Easter eggs that were in there. They had a Toy Story clock,
Yeah. It was
and
cute.
then they had a Sleeping Beauty clock and a Snow White clock. And I just kind of felt like that was Disney just being Disney of the modern time,
throwing stuff
just
in.
throwing stuff in
Yeah.
there.
Remember this movie?
Exactly, exactly. Which I really just didn't have a problem with it. I was just kind of like, this needs to be its own standalone film without like little cameos or little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
So, Tom Hanks, I was not impressed with his acting in this
Well,
movie.
I mean, and I guess there's the thing of he is a seasoned actor, so maybe he should be doing better. But also, what was he given?
Well,
Like he's just sitting there talking to himself.
yeah, I just felt like the Geppetto from the cartoon, and I know people are gonna be like, "Why are you comparing the two? They're supposed to be two different things." But I have no choice but to.
Yeah.
It's like when Lion King came out, they told us not to think of the cartoon, but it's like, what do you want me to think of when you're saying you're making a live action version of it?
Uh-huh.
So I just felt like his character was very like was even more creepier than the cartoon Geppetto. Like the cartoon, like the character of Geppetto was very, I guess, animated,
Goofy.
kind of
Yeah.
goofy, kind of silly.
Tom
He-
Hanks just seems kind of like depressed.
Yeah, yeah, and with the whole wishing for a boy thing, they kind of because that was one of the things I was like, how's Disney gonna clean this up? And they kind of made it to where they showed he lost his son maybe a
Mhm.
long time ago, and he was wanting his son to come back. So when he wished for Pinocchio to be a real boy, it kind of made it seem like the essence of his son was in Pinocchio, the way the light bounced off the picture and then into Pinocchio's body. I was like, that was clever. That he's not just randomly wishing he had a kid in this house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they cleaned that up a little bit. I like that because that's good storytelling.
In the cartoon, does he come up with his name like that? He's
Yeah.
like, you're made out of pine.
Uh,
Pinocchio.
Not like that.
Pinocchio.
He just kind of says Pinocchio.
Okay.
He just kind of just comes up with it. But they do refer to him as the boy made of pine in the
Mhm.
cartoon. Jiminy Cricket, I thought, did a great job of that voice actor.
Oh, okay. I was like, Jiminy Cricket is like terrible at his job.
Oh yeah, in the cartoon, they really showcase that too, because when he's on his way to school,
he was
and
asleep.
yeah, he was asleep. Yeah, and they even show that in the cartoon. He even comments. He was like,
He's like, the first day on the job.
yeah, he was like, some conscience I am, but
yeah.
I thought Geppetto throughout the whole. I'm not Geppetto. Jiminy Cricket did a great job. Whoever voice acted him was really, really good. That actually kept me in to the movie. It was him. He's had like the southern accent, like southern dialogue. I thought that was one of the best parts of the movie. And like I said, they tried to recreate all the classic moments from the cartoon. I just felt like they did it. Just this was a fan pleasing movie at the same time that the writing wasn't up to par to me.
Mhm.
They changed a lot of like the essence of Pinocchio, the story. I ain't trying to hog it, but it's just like the scene where he's on his way to school. The cartoon, there's a lesson there, like do what your parents say.
Yeah.
Listen to your conscience. If you feel like something is wrong, it probably is. So the scene where he's off to school and he gets caught by the cat and the fox, and they're trying to
Uh-huh.
course him.
You're gonna be famous.
You're gonna be
kid.
famous. Let's be an actor, be in show business, blah blah blah. They're
Uh-huh.
trying to course him. He actually makes the right choice and goes to school. In the cartoon, he didn't even make it to school. But in the movie, I felt like when he went to school and got kicked out because he didn't belong
Like,
in school.
you're not a real boy.
Exactly. I felt like they were just like, all right, plan B. Plan A didn't work, so plan B, let's go to show business. And it was kind of like,
OnlyFans.
right. And it was kind of like, okay, he really, you're putting him in a corner where he kind of has to choose
Yeah.
this because this didn't work
there,
out.
Yeah.
Right. And in the original movie, he had that choice and he just chose the wrong
Yeah.
path. So in this one, they kind of made it seem like that's all he had was to choose that.
Yeah.
Which I was kind of like, that's
No accountability at all.
yeah, pretty much. Let's see. When he went to the show business, I thought that scene was recreated pretty good. When he was I got
Dancing?
no strings.
I
to hold
love
me.
that song.
That's a classic scene too.
Never heard that song in my entire life. And I was like, oh, that's so cute.
You never heard it
No.
until then?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know nothing about.
Yeah.
I knew Pinocchio and Geppetto.
Oh,
and like
okay.
I knew the name Jiminy Cricket.
Oh,
But I
okay.
just
So this was your first time. You never seen the cartoon?
no.
Wow. It's so much little. There's like little details they didn't do.
I just
Didn't
never had
make the story.
interest in Pinocchio.
Yeah, I mean,
I did think it was funny though how they were in Italy. And so I'm assuming that everyone is speaking Italian,
hmm
but then they just randomly start saying like Italian words. And I'm like, shouldn't you already? Like, what are you speaking then?
Yeah. Yeah,
like, what's
it's,
going on here?
Disney don't care about it. Yeah,
They
yeah,
sure don't.
We ain't trying to do all that shit. But yeah. And here's a part of the movie where I really had a problem. This whole thing is spoilers, just so everybody knows. So we're going over this whole thing.
Yeah.
So in the cartoon, the scene where he's trapped in the wooden cage after the performance and he's trying to kidnap him. The fairy godmother comes back down to see just to check on him, to see how he is. And it was like, how'd school go
Like
today?
a responsible adult.
Right. So she comes down and he starts lying, like, oh, like I got kidnapped by these two monsters and blah blah blah. His nose starts growing.
Oh.
In the movie, he lied on purpose so his nose would grow. So he
Well,
get the
he did.
key.
He wasn't lying on purpose at first.
Well,
It was Jiminy Cricket.
but this is the thing. He started lying so his nose would grow.
Yeah.
And then the cartoon, he had no idea what the fuck was going on because he thought he was getting away with it, but his nose
Uh-huh.
kept, it was just like, what's the lesson here?
No, yeah, like the
Lie when it's
self-awareness
convenient.
from needing a Jiminy Cricket as a consciousness to being self-aware enough to where you can make your own nose grow on purpose.
Exactly. And I was kind of like, what would you even, because there's a lesson in the story of Pinocchio.
Yeah.
And there was kind of that was the main lesson. Don't lie. Like, just tell the truth. And it was kind of like, yeah, kids, lie. To
Lie
get out
when
of
it's
situation.
convenient.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I forgot to mention, I didn't know Jada Pinkett was in this movie.
Is that her playing the Blue Fairy?
No, but it looks like it. She bald headed. I just thought that was Jada Pinkett.
You're about to get your ass beat.
I just thought that was Jada Pinkett at first. I was like, wow, she's got an English accent. Thought Will Smith was gonna come out
You're so stupid.
But she did whoever played the group Blue Fairy, she did.
I liked her.
It was kind of even that scene was kind of weird because it was kind of like I don't really know. It seemed like she didn't know what the fuck she did. She was like, "Oh, you're a doll."
Yeah. And
Yeah,
she's like, oh, you're talking?
Exactly. I was just like, I thought you meant to do this on purpose.
She's like, oopsie.
Right. Exactly. Like, it's just a complete accident.
It's like, I guess this is a thing we're doing now.
But after that, then it goes to the scene where they go to Pleasure Island. And I'm gonna say the voice of Pinocchio, I know it was probably a kid, so I'm not like
Well, hold on.
uh-huh.
That marionette girl is weird.
Oh, that's a good point. I forgot all
Like,
about that.
is she crushing on him?
That was creepy.
Like, she's like oddly fascinated by him.
Yeah.
In a way that's like not fascinated him because he's a living
Right. You're right.
doll. And nobody questions that the entire time.
Yeah, but it was weird. It was kind of like she had eyes on the doll, and she could see every fucking thing. It was so weird.
Oh yeah,
That was
everything.
weird.
Yeah, like the only people who like shame him for or like are disgusted with him being like a possessed fucking doll is the school. Everyone else is like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, what's going on? You want to go on us to Pleasure Island?
And then this is another thing too. Whoever acted Pinocchio's voice, I'm not. It's probably a kid, and I'm not bashing a kid. But the cartoon, that voice seemed sweet and innocent, and it was just like he doesn't know any better. He's just a little kid. This one seemed like he almost seemed dumb. You know what I'm saying? You ever
Instead
seen,
of naive.
yeah, like you sound dumb, not like a little kid being curious.
So we're gonna put the kid's address in the comments.
But it just almost seemed like I don't like to talk about kids, but
But you're gonna continue.
Yeah. The kids that like are too old to be asking these type of questions, like just simple shit. That's what it sounded like.
Okay.
Like, Mom, what is this? That's a spoon. You're 9.
Shut up.
Like that's what it just seemed like. Because it was the scene where he's on the horse carriage to Pleasure Island, which I'm still so shocked they named it that.
Yeah. And they were drinking beer.
Root beer.
Oh,
They covered
did
that
they
up.
say root beer? Okay.
They covered that up. It was root beer.
Didn't look like no root beer I ever seen.
It wasn't root beer in the cartoon either. It was straight up. And
I
they
never seen root beer look that light before.
and in the cartoon they smoked cigars, which I knew they were going to stay away with. In this.
Yeah.
And then I'm talking about Pinocchio was taking drags. He's smoking that za. That's some. He was like, what y'all
They're
put in this?
so stupid.
This ain't no Colombian Cuban cigar.
It's Cuban, but I don't know if it's a
It's
cigar.
that Colombian. That Colombian weed. But Pleasure Island is so fucked up.
Man, we could do whatever we want, and they're smashing things, all right. But I know.
Like it's like, damn, Disney just going off the deep end with this. Like, they not holding shit back. Do what the fuck you want.
Literally.
You about to turn into a donkey in like an hour, so do what the fuck you want to do.
And that doesn't even get like resolved. Like, what were those shadow creatures? What was that?
Well, the shadow creatures were in the cartoon, very briefly. They had
about the 2-second cameo that they got in this film.
no.
too?
They actually had a lot more cameo in this one than the cartoon, and it was. They never didn't explain in the cartoon what those shadow creatures were. It was kind of like
He was just like, get the fucking doll, and he's like, be off.
I'm just assuming there is magic in this world.
I mean,
That's what I'm assuming.
yeah.
I was expecting it to turn into a horror movie at that point. I was expecting to see fucking blood and shit when they started jumping on that donkey.
Dude, yeah. But even when they transform into donkeys, it's scary and it's kind of creepy.
Does Pinocchio start to turn into a donkey in
the cartoon? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. I wonder what the science is behind that.
They
It's a movie about a wooden boy.
look, it's
That's like completely normal to everyone else, except for when he wants to get an education.
some strange woman came from the sky. Ugh. Like I said, so I just think they missed the mark on this whole thing.
Yeah.
This whole thing. Even the sea monster. He wasn't a whale, he was a sea monster. Which it's kind of just still random, even for the cartoon. That was so random. Like at the end of the movie, there's a sea monster too that y'all need to look out for. It's like, all right, damn, thought this movie was about to be over with.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this movie.
It is, and even like I said, even in the cartoon, it's random for that whale. Like you think it's about over with. You think he learned his lesson, but no,
Well, it's time to get eaten, actually.
Geppetto got swallowed by a whale. Even that they did differently. Like when Pinocchio came back from Pleasure Island, he went to the house and there was a note saying he had went out to sea or something. All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break to have a word from our sponsors. First episode, 1-5 Bar and Grill in Jackson, Tennessee. Oh my goodness. We literally just came from there. I had the wings. Justin, what'd you have?
I had the wings, the burger. I tried some fried pickles.
They have fried pickles?
Yeah, Catherine had some.
Damn, I
and
didn't
she
see
gave
that.
me one. It
Yeah.
was real good.
Fucking great,
I love
too.
fried pickles.
What'd you have?
I had lemon pepper wings, the seasoned fries, which are bomb.
Everything in this restaurant is great. Locally owned,
Black owned.
black owned,
Period.
minority owned. Please go by there. Like I said, wings, burgers, you got drinks, margaritas, walk me downs. They have buy one get one half off beer all the time between the hours of I think 3 p.m., 5 p.m. Great atmosphere, sports, anything you want on, they will be more than happy to turn that on for you, whether you want to watch soccer, baseball, football, anything you can think of, they will turn it on for you. We have a special offer we want to give you guys. It's only for the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you go in, say Movie House Next Door, spend $10 or more and let us pay for your drink. You will get a free 20-ounce drink. They have Coke products, Sprite, Coca-Cola, Mellow Yellow, all that good stuff. Yeah, how'd y'all like the environment and the food?
It was, yeah, it was good as hell.
Yeah,
You could tell it was kind of like everyone's like a family there.
yeah,
It was
family
really
owned.
nice. Everyone was welcoming. I had never been there before, and so I really wish I would have known they had fried pickles.
Oh yeah, it's one of the best selling items too.
As it
And
should be.
yeah, the wings they have whole wings. You got it ain't no like Buffalo Wild Wings. They splitting the price up. They small ass wings. It ain't nothing like that at all. They have whole wings, like traditional whole wings.
And I was gonna get the boneless, and she had recommended the whole wings,
Yeah,
and I was like,
great.
well, hell yeah.
Yeah,
And it
great
was
sauces.
good. Yeah.
Sauces, Parmesan garlic, Caribbean jerk, honey gold, buffalo.
Their
1.5
1.5
sauce.
house sauce. I
Oh,
had some.
yes.
It was bomb.
So please, like I said, if you're watching this, go in there, Jackson, Tennessee, say Movie House next door, and you spend $10, they will give you a free beverage on us. And let's get back to the show.
Sophia was the best character in that entire film. The
Which one?
seagull.
The seagull,
Yeah.
I didn't care
She
for it.
was my favorite.
That was just kind of like
She was
they
the
just
only
threw
one
a
of
random
interest to
ass
me.
seagull in here.
She was the only one of interest to me because she was the only one like, what do you mean? I said I would take you. I can't carry this fucking wooden creature. Are you dumb?
I
Like,
think
think again, bozo.
her and the doll were the only two like original characters.
Oh, the marionette thing wasn't in the
No,
cartoon?
the seagull wasn't in there either.
Hmm.
That's why when I saw her, I was just like, "What the fuck is this? More talking animals?" This movie was it wasn't good.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, the CGI just everything was CGI.
Yeah. Even the cat was
literally everything
Yeah.
but the living, breathing people.
Yeah.
And even them probably might have been a little bit.
And some of them like I'm not saying Tom Hanks did a terrible job. He probably was just terrible for what the direction he got.
He didn't do a terrible job. He should just never work again.
Oh, whoa, hey. That's Tom Hanks. The GOAT. Forrest Gump. Saving Private Ryan.
Mhm.
Yeah. Don't,
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah. Mr. fucking Rogers, dude. Woody. Don't disrespect. Don't do that.
All right, we got it. You're a Tom Hanks stan. Certified.
And he knows how to play spades. Not too many white people know how to play spades. Tom Hanks does.
Okay. I was like, what? It's like, is that another character?
It should be. Playing spades.
I forget he plays Woody.
Uh-huh.
Voices him. Well, hell, stick to voice acting then.
See, you being disrespectful. You being disrespectful. The ending didn't even turn into a real boy. Didn't understand that at all.
Does he do that in the cartoon?
Yeah, like that was the whole point of the movie, to at the end show him becoming fearless, courageous, unselfish, and he becomes a real boy. But I felt like there was like an underlying like, you don't need to change for me to
You're
love
perfect how you are.
Exactly. Yeah.
See, that's because of that. I thought there was gonna be like this movie was gonna be like, because like I said, I never watched the cartoon, so I was like, oh, this is gonna be like trans metaphors galore.
I thought it was.
And then it's just pedophilia everywhere. Every new character is like eyeing him, like, hey, little boy.
That's a wooden boy. I could do a lot with him.
I know. It's like, and one of your appendages grows.
He was the first sex doll. Pinocchio was the first sex doll.
It's so terrible. Why
Damn,
did
you're
they
right.
do
Everybody
this?
was like the wooden boy.
And then her, she's like, oh, you don't like me? How about my sexy marionette friend?
Yeah, you can do anything and trust her.
Yeah.
You can trust her. That was another thing Pinocchio kept saying. I don't trust you. Make me trust you.
He's like, yeah, literally racist. I'm sorry. But you see another wooden thing and suddenly everything's A-okay. Fucking racist.
Oh my God,
Is that
dude.
what Geppetto taught you? Is that how you're going to be courageous, Pinocchio?
Oh, he would. Wow, Geppetto, man. That name is even Geppetto. I want a real boy. Tired of being in this house alone.
Hey, at least you didn't wish for a girl.
Oh God. Oh my God. That would have been too far. See, Disney would have been like, let's change him to a boy. More believable that way. Oh my Lord. Yeah, they needed a cease and desist at Geppetto was there. Fucking cops come up. God damn. That would be funny.
That's the second movie. He's like, I don't want to be a real boy anymore. But please.
You don't know what it's like here. These fucking clocks. That's so funny. But out of 10, what would you give this movie?
I would have to say maybe like a 6 because they
Yeah.
tried.
I'm gonna go 5.
I hope they
Because-
tried.
Like I said, they took away from the essence of the original film. Like I said, I know it's a reimagining, but
Is it a reimagining?
That's what-
like, did they use those words?
yes, they use those
specifically?
words.
Okay.
They used them for all of their adaptations, like
Okay.
Lion King. It's
I like Lion
Aladdin.
King though.
It was okay.
Aladdin was shit.
Aladdin was terrible.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 5. Just on effort, just on like I was just so excited for the
The
movie.
CGI was shit, but I'm sure the team was given like 2 weeks before the release to actually make the entire film.
The
Following
Pinocchio,
Disney's track record.
he looked like classic Pinocchio, but it
Everything
just didn't
looked
work for me.
so cartoonish.
Yeah,
Especially Pinocchio. The eyes. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Straight up cartoon.
yeah, and I was just like, it's just some stuff. I get that it's modern Disney and they have CGI and they are capable of
Well,
making these movies.
Yeah, but like if you're gonna make something live action, maybe lean more into the live.
Yeah, exactly.
part.
And that's what I mean. And I felt this for a long time. I just felt like Disney itself as a company has lost that quote unquote magic that they used to
Uh-huh.
have. And I know they've had like things like Frozen and what was the newest one? Encanto.
Encanto.
But if you go back and look at who came up with those stories and the animation, it's people from Pixar.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Disney has like really truly had anything just original in a long time that's been good. Ever since they've stopped doing, the animation thing.
I'll believe that, yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, it's some stuff that Disney captures and does very well, but like I said, in the modern era, I feel like they've only absorbed companies and not really just put out anything themselves.
Yeah.
So
They live off their legacy.
yeah, they live off their legacy and just absorbing other properties and saying this is Disney, because they just recently, I think 2016, 17 bought Pixar.
Okay.
So and
I knew
that
that they owned it. I just didn't know when the timeline was.
yeah, it was very recently, and yeah,
That was around the time they got Fox too.
yeah, it
Or
was,
when they were on the talks.
yeah. That's when they got a lot of properties. I think
Yeah.
that's when Disney Plus was in the talks and stuff like that.
And that's when people were like, Disney's monopolizing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Shut them down.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, they own ABC, ESPN, they own Viacom, they own, and I think Viacom is what, they do MTV, VH1, all that. So,
What?
yeah.
Damn.
So Disney,
They
Pretty
really
sure
got their little grubby fingers and everything.
they do, and I won't be surprised if they don't get any like DC property like in the next 5 to 10 years. Like I really feel like the way they fucking up at Warner Brothers that
Oh
they're
God,
they're
yeah.
gonna release, they're gonna sell it, and Disney will pick it up. So,
Maybe.
um, but yeah, that's all I got for this one. I really was disappointed with this movie. So disappointed. Like I said, it was one of my favorite cartoons growing up. Probably one of the first cartoons that I owned was Pinocchio.
It was
And
just more uncomfortable to watch for me than anything
it
else.
is. It was. It's it's one of those stories that was probably really okay for that time, and it's still okay for this time. But like, there's a lot of stuff you got to clean up
Yeah.
to say why the events happen this
Yeah.
way. But yeah, that's all I got. I hated it.
But God bless Tom Hanks.
God bless him. He ain't going nowhere. It's Tom Hanks, Oscar Award winner.
He's not going anywhere but to Greece, apparently.
Where's he going to Greece for?
He lives there.
Really?
He got like a citizenship.
Wow. I don't know about Tom Hanks anymore, bro. Damn, he turned his back
I
on
think
America?
That's why I
yeah.
got eaten by that sea monster. He was on his way to Greece, fleeing from COVID.
Well, there
Fleeing
were
from the
some people.
mainland.
There was this like whole conspiracy theory that he was like a pedophile, which is,
Nah.
and that's why he moved to Greece and got a citizenship, because in Greece they treat pedophilia as like a mental illness.
Wow. That's why he played
It's
Geppetto,
proven
bro.
it's proven wrong apparently,
Damn.
but yeah.
You want to play the role of Geppetto? Sign me up.
He's like,
I don't even
I've
have
only
to
been
act.
doing it for a couple of years.
I don't even have to act. This is
No.
me.
This is not proven. Tom Hanks, I know you're watching. You're a big fan. I'm sorry. Don't want to spread false information.
This man said he wanted a real boy.
I think it was QAnon. I
Man.
think it was a QAnon thing. So, you know,
Well, they need to go check
take it
Pleasure
with a grain
Island.
of salt.
'Cause fuck.
Well, shit. Geppetto was trying to go there. He was like, my boy Pinocchio's there. And how many other real boys?
Bro, you know, they were, when he was like, that looks like my father's clocks. Do you remember that scene? Where they
Oh,
were
yeah.
smashing? They were Geppetto's clocks.
And they bought him.
Wow. He sold them to Pleasure Island, bro. Wow.
He was close to Epstein, huh?
He sure was. Epstein was the only one who could put that whole thing together.
But literally, what the only loose end in that entire fucking film that comes together is that one guy, the ringleader, getting thrown in jail. And even then, she's like, "Oh yeah, we're taking over because this guy got thrown
Yeah.
in jail." You want to say goodbye to my sexy little pet, my sexy little marionette girl before I go? She's like, maybe I'll see you again, and when we come back a couple years,
I'm
maybe you'll be a real boy then.
winks at him, walks away. Oh, I mean the doll. The
yeah,
doll missed you.
literally.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was funny as hell in the beginning too. Whenever Tom Hanks is in there, like with the before he becomes animated, he's like doing this, like making a move.
Messing with the cat.
I
and
was
stuff.
like, no, like with yeah.
Yeah.
And he's making a mess with the cat. I was like, Tom Hanks is just sitting there fiddling his shit.
I
There ain't
know.
nothing there.
I know. It was so
he feels silly
soulless.
as hell.
It was just so soulless, and I didn't believe him. I'm like, you're just this for
This
a
is
check.
check.
This
Yeah.
is this is a Disney favor. Please, can you please play Geppetto? Please. Ugh.
My favorite was the Blue Fairy, though. She was
She
the
did a great
highlight for
job.
me.
Jada Pickett's working again. That was great.
She was cute.
But yeah, everybody freaked out when they saw a black person in there. I bet, oh Lord, Jesus Christ.
And not in Italy.
Yeah, fuck. And a fairy from
The movie's about pedophilia, but black people's where you draw the line.
Literally.
yeah, like, it's like whoa, black. This is not canon.
This is what I have an issue with.
This is not a. It's a
Not
story about a
Pleasure
fucking
Island.
doll.
Yeah.
God, fucking.
He
That's
wants
like,
nothing but to be a real boy because daddy says so.
it's like a guy in the House of the Dragon. There's black Targaryens.
Oh
what
my
the
God.
Fuck? This is not lore. How could this happen? It's just not believable.
Oh my gosh. And people getting upset. They're and the Lord of the Rings show. They're like, elves can't be black.
How can elves be black? I mean, they're black. Jesus Christ. Fucking fictional story. Huh?
Love House of the Dragon.
Oh, yeah,
I gotta
yeah,
watch. I'm behind on that one too.
You didn't watch
I
this
haven't watched it
motherfucker, bro.
yet.
You didn't watch this? Oh,
I've been playing Elden Ring.
But yeah, that's all really I got on this movie. I want you guys to like and comment to see what you thought of it. By the time this comes out, it had been a week. Watch it. Let us know what you think. You agree or disagree? Yeah, it was just not there story wise. I know they tried to kind of cover up a lot of things, but just story wise, it took like I said, it took away from the essence of the original story, the lessons learned. Be brave, courageous, unselfish. Don't lie. Listen to yourself. Listen to your conscience. You
Unless
know from
it's
right and wrong.
convenient.
Yeah, unless you got a plan
You
B.
can only lie whenever you can get away with it. And
That's
it
what
works,
this
and it
one
works
called.
out for you.
And it's okay. You ain't gotta be real. You can be fake. That's what they. That he didn't turn into a real boy at the end. Be fake. That's what this story
He
was
said,
telling
hold
you.
on, if you become a real boy, you'll age. Can't be having that now.
Yeah, so kids, be fake. You ain't gotta be real.
Heard it here first.
Just real enough.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Hey, that's
You're sick.
the I didn't. This is Disney.
Hell is hot.
This is
Hell is hot.
this is what Disney
You
said.
better be waving hi to Queen Elizabeth when you're down there.
Anybody go fuck.
Oh,
man.
R.I.P.
Yeah, ladies and
R.I.P. Bozo. Should we stop?
Y'all see that Sam Jackson meme?
Which one?
From Django, where the queen is like dead in his arms and he's all crying.
No.
It said black people supporting the queen. That shit was so fucking funny. Oh my goodness. But yeah, man, fucking Geppetto. Yeah. So let us know what y'all think. I gave it a 5 out of 10. Noah gave it a 6. It is worth watching just to watch. But
If I probably watched a cartoon, I probably would have given it a lower rating. Maybe.
no, it would have been higher. Just because I feel like it still holds up.
No, I mean, if I watched the cartoon, I probably would have given the
Oh.
live action one.
Oh, you would have, yeah, it would have totally been lower. Yeah.
I was like, I just feel bad for the CGI people.
Yeah.
They're just trying to they're trying to put in their 2 weeks of time,
Oh,
trying to fit as much shit as they can in there.
and right after this one, they working on a Marvel TV show. They're working
That's
on a
coming out
project.
tomorrow. It's like, can you actually make the entire show?
Ah,
You have 10 minutes.
but yeah, you got anything else?
No.
That's good. Justin,
Yeah,
you
let
got
us
any?
know. Let us know top 10 most uncomfortable moments for you.
Oh yeah, because there's look at it
in
with
the whole movie, not the first 10 minutes.
right, and really think about it. I don't. It may sound like we're nitpicking and looking into it too much, but you don't have to look
It's
into it.
pretty weird.
It's pretty right in your
It's
face.
pretty weird.
Because once you have questions, you're gonna be like,
What's going on here?
mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're looking at this little boy a little too long.
Picture your creepy neighbor being Geppetto and be like, if this creepy guy was like, I want a real boy, you would
He's-
be like,
And not only that, he's sending his newly animated doll
to
off
school.
to school. What a freak. You keep your little shit to yourself, Geppetto.
If the movie gave off like, God, this motherfucker get my nerves. You going to school tomorrow. You're going to school.
Relatable.
Like, God damn. I know I
So I
run
was thinking,
like Jesus.
holding his fingers together, like, so.
He's like, so did you maybe want to go to school. Was education something you were thinking about?
At school, I love school. Yeah. Thank God. Fuck.
Mm.
I didn't want a son. I just wanted a boy in my house. But yeah.
Geppetto.
But y'all know what we're talking about. Y'all know what we're talking about. So don't act like we're just fucking.
And also try and think about what kind of people are speaking their native language and then speaks it. Like, how would you look at that in universe? Are they just speaking it with a thicker accent? Like, what's going on?
Oh yeah, they got in the probably on the hand, Mamma Mia.
Like they were really just speaking on full on Italian when they were supposed to. I would assume they were speaking Italian the whole time.
Did this straight American English. Pinocchio. That's how he said it. Pinocchio. He probably just did an older version of Mario.
Mamma mia.
Called what? The
With
new
Chris
Mario?
Pratt?
I don't know.
Is the new Mario gonna be a new flop?
I hope it.
I don't know. You hope it is?
Yeah. I just
don't-
want Luigi. I want a Luigi movie. Fuck Mario.
Okay.
Mario? What kind of freak? That's his last name.
If
That's like
it-
the Mario brothers. The dude's
That's-
name is Mario.
Really?
That's why they're the Mario brothers.
That's so stupid.
His name is Mario and Luigi Mario. Mario.
I hope that one ain't.
Look at that.
I seen where Chris Pratt was gonna
I
be
just
on
know
it.
Chris Pratt. But this is a cartoon, yeah? Or animated? Like it's not live action.
Oh, Charlie Day. Seth Rogen.
Yes, Seth Rogen's supposed to be Bowser, I think.
Jack Black.
Or
No,
Seth
Jack Black
Rogen
is
as
Bowser.
Bowser?
Donkey Kong.
Okay.
Donkey Kong.
I love Jack Black as Bowser, actually.
Let's see.
I stand that.
Oh, Kenan Michael Key is Toad.
I love
Oh,
Toad.
he was it.
the fox.
He was the fox. He was the fox in Pinocchio.
Okay, and that too. Hold on.
Go ahead.
So, in what world is it like a freakish thing for a pine boy to want to get an education, but then you're just letting foxes and weasels walk around? Bipedals?
I never thought that.
Like, what is going on in this universe?
I never thought. Yeah.
And who can hear these animals? Because why can Pinocchio hear them?
He showed the fuck was. They was grown ass animals. Like it was like Zootopia or some shit.
Literally. and then the fox could talk to the ringleader guy, I'm assuming, because he's like, we gotta get him to this guy.
Right.
This fat bastard.
You-
Also creepy. Locking kids in cages, mister.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, like even the cartoon
getting
is
weird.
that creepy. It's that kind of what's going on.
Yeah.
Like if Disney turned it up a notch, it could literally be a horror movie. It literally could.
Taken.
Like it's one notch away from being
The
a horror
original
movie.
Taken.
Or just Pinocchio slaughtering everybody. Like it almost makes me wonder. Like I wonder if like the creators of Chucky drew inspiration from Pinocchio.
You just gotta wait for Pinocchio to become public domain like Winnie the Pooh, and we can get a horror movie.
That Winnie the Pooh movie.
That's just going straight to DVD.
Oh yeah, or is it just straight to like, what's that?
Peacock.
No, not even Peacock. What's the one Tubi? The one that comes with the TV. It's gonna go straight to Tubi.
It'll be a Shudder exclusive for sure.
A Roku
Roku exclusive.
Hell no. But oh man, wow.
Free as hell.
We talked a lot of shit about this movie. Yeah, that's all I got. Justin, what was your takeaways? What'd you think?
All this talk about Pinocchio got me thinking about how you wanted me to be a real, but I was just a boy.
Ooh.
Wow.
What? Who bar is that? What bar? Who said that bar?
Future.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, I was like,
damn, Future. God, it went deep. That was your bar. Hey, if that's your bar, Own it. I like that.
Trademark. Right there.
But yeah, that's what it's gonna teach your kids. Be real enough. That's it. That's all. That's what I took away from it. Disagree. You just ain't trying to see it.
Yeah, maybe don't send your kids off to school by themselves.
The second day they've been in their house.
Literally, he really was tired of him.
Yeah.
You really said it right, dude. You're talking way too damn much. Do you sleep? No.
I'm a fucking puppet. No. Why would I sleep? I
He's
don't
like
even
that
eat
blue
anything.
bitch didn't give you fucking sleeping factors. It's like, is this my biggest wish or a fucking
Pinocchio,
curse?
He was up fucking up the whole house. Clocks flying off the wall. He like, God damn.
And also, this dude is not attentive to his house either. Like, there was a whole ass cricket just bouncing
he
around,
didn't give a
talking the
fuck
whole
about it.
time, in clothes. Okay, sorry. If Jiminy Cricket was so terrible, he cared more about that damn hat than taking care of Pinocchio.
And he didn't want the job.
Whenever he lost him to the Pleasure Boys,
He went back and got the
Pleasure
hat.
Island, he was like, my hat. And then he's like, Pinocchio. It's like, bro,
You
priorities.
gotta understand though, Jiminy Cricket, he was poor. He didn't have shit. So they gave him
What
that.
do you
they
mean? He
gave him
had
that fly ass suit with the hat. He needed his
Oh,
fit.
okay.
He
I was
needed
like,
to
what do
shower.
you mean?
When he pulled off his shoes and like came back, I was like, damn, I just know it's
Motherfuckers talking, boy.
Let those
Needs some new
horns
shoes.
breathe.
But yeah, he needed a hat for the fit. He ain't going out. Just did he have a cane in this one? Or did he just have the
No, he
umbrella?
didn't.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he had the umbrella.
He had the cane and then
He sure held on to that damn umbrella too.
hey.
If he would have cared more about his clothes. And okay, so this is supposed to be his conscience.
His
Caring
conscience.
more about his damn clothes than the child he's supposed to be looking
Hey,
after.
It was a point where he was like, man, fuck Pinocchio. He
It's like,
he-
shit, I'd send his ass to school too.
he was just like, he want to do his Hollywood famous shit. Let him do it. Go ahead. Fuck him. But he was like, I can't just leave him like this.
Don't let the bad
That shit
boys
was
get
funny
you
to me.
down.
But yeah, let's wrap this thing up.
6 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Probably won't watch again.
I won't. I'm not even letting my kids watch this. They're gonna watch the original cartoon, learn a lesson, and that's it. When they're older, they can discover it on their own. I'm like, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I
this
remember
stupid-ass movie. Dumbass movie.
That stupid ass sounding kid.
So, with that being said, please like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notifications. We are Movie House Next Door. I'm Sherrod,
I'm Noah.
I'm Justin.
and I got Sean on the sound,
Schwan.
and we out.
What?
Oh, just some movie.
You like movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite movie?
Thanks for tuning in to Movie House Next Door. If you like this episode, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, get your grandma. Y'all already know about the grandma. And yeah, on our next episode, we're gonna be going. On our next episode, we'll be going over Rami and Michelle in the beginning. That's Noah's pick, and Sherrod's pick was. Oh,
You didn't have one. They were both my picks, actually. Turns
Okay.
out.
Thanks for tuning in to Movie House Next Door. If you like this episode, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you thought about Pinocchio. For our episode next week, we're gonna be for our episode next week, we'll be going over Rami and Michelle go to White Castle. No, Rami and Michelle in the beginning.
Romy and Michelle. Do you want me to do it?
You want me to say it?
Hey, we should go over Harold and Kumar. Those are great movies.
Who?
Harold and Kumar. Next week, we'll be going over Romy and Michelle in the beginning and they/them. And scene. LOL. Sent. Fuck. How do I?
Thanks you guys for watching / listening. Next week we'll be going over Romy and Michelle in the beginning. And then the week after that we will be watching the horror film They Them.
There you go.
If you have any foreign grandmas, make sure that you grab their blueberry and wait, what is that called? Blackberry.
Blackberry. Yeah, make sure they subscribe to our Wholesome Christian podcast. I feel like honestly, I'm gonna throw the whole thing as like a bloopers end credit. That'd be funny. Yeah.
Might as well.
Do that.
Shut the fuck
No,
up.
the camera's on.
God damn it. God damn it. Oh my god, I thought the cameras were still rolling. That shit's funny as fuck.
This is for the Patreon, actually. No, hold on. Before we shoot the next one, we can do like a Scooby Doo of everyone running out the doors and popping out the iron. While this audio plays, though. We're just
Had all the funny little sound effects too.
boing.
Yeah, like,
The little running. We all run to it, pointing at each other, then run the other way.
yeah, let's go take a shot.